Rightio guys, it's been a while. Just been sitting back, doing a bit of reading, had a cup of tea, the usual. And so far, it's just me in 4, somebody in 1 or 2, and I haven't seen them, but there's campers in 5 or 6, I think. Like they've got a tent set up and there's a van there, but I haven't seen them all day the whole time I've been here. Well, I've been here since midday, so yeah. Anyway, as you can probably hear crackling away in the background, and you've obviously seen the bit of footage there of starting the fire. And the birds are going ballistic, as they do. Nice little fire going there. I'm going to be dead honest, that's attempt number 2. Had the first one going, that's the one that you saw when I was first setting it up. And yeah, some fires that I start are fine. Others are just a shit show. So funny. It's like it always takes me a good 2 or 3 turns to finally get a fire going properly. Even though I set it fine, I've got the kindling, you know, the little fire starters, all the rest of it. You know, I always seem to struggle from the bit between the kindling and really getting the nice redwood. And this time around I've got a 20 kilo bag and most of it is that nice good redwood. But yeah, I've always seemed to struggle getting it up to that, you know, good stage, I guess. How are we going for time though? It is 4:22. The weather still holding off. Still a bit overcast, bit of blue sky still. Oh, that fire's raging now. See, it's always take 2. Yeah, really haven't done much at all. And I was expecting that at this campground. I really wasn't expecting much at all. Like, it's disappointing because there's no hikes to do, but it's also about, you know, just sitting back and relaxing as well. But I guess I think the little mini hikes or the explores make for good content. You know, a walk and talk and all that kind of thing that I normally do. So some of these campgrounds, if they don't have that, I'm just sitting around camp. You know, fair enough, it's nice for me to relax and not do much at all. But for the point of content and for you guys, there really isn't much to give yous in that sense. Yeah, I could do a bit of B-roll, like filming the birds or, you know, like, lighting the fire, that kind of thing. But other than that, not much else. It's more about telling you what this camp's like. And don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. And if you are just up for sitting back and enjoying nature and relaxing by the fire, then this is a really good camp. And another point for me is that it's quiet. I was expecting a few more people here, but yeah. One thing I've noticed too is my camp, or this camp is right next to the road. I think it's called Boranup Drive. So the road is like probably 10, 20 metres away from my camp, so every single vehicle driving past is road noise. So take that into account if you want to come out here and if you don't want to put up with that kind of thing. Speaking of track, the drive in was really good. I remember last time I came out here, the track was terrible, as in really corrugated, and I drove in, like you drive off Caves Road, you drive down Boranup Drive, and it was rough all the way up to camp, and then it was even worse driving up to the lookout, which is up there behind me. But this time around, well, since I was last here, they've graded the track and obviously put a bit of sand down, I guess, like, I don't know what they call it. But it's so much smoother now, so I don't think there was any corrugation, and I drove out to the lookout when I first got here. See if I can keep this fire going. It always goes off to a good start. The problem I had before too was I had my little axe, but I didn't think to chop the wood. But this bag here of wood is quite big, but I bought my splitter axe this time so I could chop the wood down a bit and make smaller pieces. I learnt that from the last camp I did. break the wood down a bit, seems to take hold a bit easier. Rightio, time for a bit of dinner. Just after 5 o'clock. Got the good old sausages. Sausages in a bun, bit of onion, barbecue sauce. As always, keeping it simple. Got the fire going really well now too. Doing like a crisscross formation, like pieces like that, and then it's gradually as it burns down, keep doing that. Seems to be allowing it to breathe and flare up, which is really good. You can feel the heat out here, like what, a good couple of metres away, or a metre or so away. Yeah, breaking the wood up into little pieces too. Pretty good out here so far. The traffic's died down a bit, not as many driving past anymore. I think there's 2 of us out here. I'm not sure, over the back there is some people, but I have not seen them. I haven't seen anybody. Like I said, I've been here since midday and I've seen nobody move in or out of that area. Even when I've done my little walk around before. It's a bit weird. Or maybe they're going to come in at the last minute. Maybe they've been out for the day. Maybe they're doing wine tours. But yeah, I think there's a gentleman over there with his kids. And the birds. Awesome, very good. Got to turn these sausages before they burn. I really like this height. As you can see, now that I'm standing next to it, you can see how high this is. Rightio guys, dinner is served. Very simple. Sausage with cheese, barbecue sauce, and in the other one, sausages, barbecue sauce, onion. Very simple. While I was doing all that though, I neglected my fire for a little bit too long, I think. So I'm trying to get it going again. It didn't totally go out, but it's all like, all that wood that I had piled in there had burnt pretty quick. And that 5 to 10 minutes that I just, concentrated on dinner was enough for it to settle down a bit, I think. It's pouring a lot of smoke, but hopefully it'll be all right. Anyway, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, have my dinner while it's still a bit light. I have got the lantern on here, that's probably why I'm lit up a bit more. But yeah, eat my dinner. Go relax by the fire later, I think, once I'm done and cleaned up. Rightio guys, just sitting by the fire. I've got it going again. It's doing well. Just keep loading it up with the smaller pieces and it gradually flares up. But yeah, I've packed away everything, as in cleaned up from dinner, settled in for the night I think. Starting to get a bit dark now. Just got my lights on in the amber or yellow, orange, whatever you want to call it. Keep the bugs away. Not that bugs have been a problem at the moment. I think the flies, the March flies, the mosquitoes, all the good stuff is hanging out for spring and summer. And as you guys know, or if you've seen the earlier videos, when I started in summer, it's, the flies are pretty bad. I think the flies are more of a pain than the mosquitoes actually. Looking forward to spring, definitely. I can't wait for that. And I've got a heap of camps coming up. Not doing too badly. Starting to pick up. So good having a fire. And I know for well it's going to get cold tonight. It's weird, like distant birds, creature of some sort making noise out there. Wonder if we'll have a visit from any animals tonight. Anyway guys, I'm going to, sit by the fire, relax, see how we go lasting the night out here at Boranup. So unless something exciting happens between now and bedtime, I will see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. Wow, what a night, as usual. Got my breakfast, first things first, coffee, and as always, who would have guessed, bacon and egg roll. Well, how'd the night go? Wasn't too bad. It didn't get as cold as I thought. I thought it was going to be, you know, just 3 of us here, like that mob over in 5 that never showed up, or were never here the whole time I was here, and then that family over the back there. But then come 7:30, 8 o'clock, a horde of people just rocked up. And I'm assuming that's the people that were in Bay 5, but then I think there's people in 4 as well. And that's when all the fun began. They were just so damn noisy. I never understood that. People that come into camp so late and just make so much noise. I don't know. I just don't understand it. It's like, it's night time. I'm not saying, you know, it's only like 7:30, 8 o'clock, so I'm not saying, you know, it's not like super late, but, you know, people are settling in for the night. You know, like I was just sitting by my fire, just enjoying the peace and quiet. And then even after I did go to bed, I went to bed about, 9:30, 10 o'clock after the fire went out. And they just continued to make noise. So yeah, that was last night, and I don't think I tossed and turned as much. My tracker, I've got a sleep tracker on my watch, and it said my sleep needs attention. And even though I got the hours in, as always, I just seemed to wake up a lot. It wasn't necessarily tossing and turning though, I just kept waking up. And there was a bit of rustling around, and I'm sure I heard it sounded like a kangaroo or something that came into camp, but when I turned my light on, I couldn't see anything. But yeah, it was mainly just the neighbours being noisy, kept waking me up. And then, yeah, the odd toss and turn. I wouldn't say wasn't any. Come 6 o'clock in the morning though, it's still dark, yet the road behind me becomes a total thoroughfare. As in, I swear 20 plus vehicles in the space of half an hour went down this road heading out to the beach. And I was just like, wow, that's a lot of traffic for that time of morning. And it's still continuing now as I film this, if the odd car still drives past. It's like, I just wonder where they're going. Like, I know there's a beach out there, but that many vehicles? Like, it must be really good, I don't know. So yeah, the morning's been a weird one, but yeah, I've packed up most of the camp. The swag's away, the little shade thing that I set up is now packed away. The swag is literally just behind the camera there. Most of the stuff's packed away now. I just thought I'd make some breakfast and have a quick chat to you guys and let you know how my night went. Pretty fun. In all those, I like it out here. Like, despite the road noise, despite the noise of the neighbours, it's still a beautiful little campsite. So I'm glad I did come out here in the end. So Boranup is pretty cool. I wouldn't say it's necessarily my personal gripe, but I think a big thing that stands out to me is the road noise. That seems to be the main thing that is kind of off-putting, I guess, out here. Well, the gripe about the neighbours being noisy, well, that's a common thing. It seems to be like the thing, no matter where you go, there is always people that are going to be like extra noisy. That's just the way it is. So yes, to me it's a bit of an annoyance, and as you've seen in many of my other videos, it's like a bit of a gripe of mine. Anyway guys, I'm going to have my breakfast, finish packing up the camp, and I guess I'll talk to you guys just before I leave. Rightio, stopped in at Margaret River, got me coffee from Yahava Coffee Works, very good coffee. Just sitting here down at their park. Don't know what park it is. It's on the other side of Margaret River, heading north. Yeah, nice little park. I'm guessing the actual Margaret River is just there. Never really stopped off here much before. A very long time ago I did. Anyway, about the camp. I kind of summarised it up before, but just want to make sure I've covered it all. So, Boranup camp, good little camp, but noisy, but that's the people and the road noise. Those two things aside, nice little camp, decent room or spacing between them, unless, well, I guess that's why they choose number 4, because number 4 is the better one. Would I stay there again? I'm not sure. I guess would prefer to just try other ones. I've kind of covered a lot in this area. There is a few more in the southwest that I'm going to get to in due time. The main one's the Department of Parks and Wildlife. They're the main ones because I can book them. The other ones where I can't really book, I'm not really sure. I have looked at wiki camps a fair bit, and I find that to be a bit hit and miss. Don't want to babble on too much. I think I've covered it all. Really hope you guys enjoyed the little adventure, little camp, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.